Let me find the question. All right, my name is Max, and this is from my Justicia project, and I'm here with...
My name is Ruth Jansen. I am part of an organization called I Love a Clean San Diego.
All right. The first question is, what impact are you having in our region nationally or internationally?
Yeah, for sure. So within the San Diego region, I Love a Clean San Diego does a lot of different things. We do three major things, the first being education. So a big focus of our organization is to educate the public, give a lot of resources for people to better understand their environment and different ecological issues, anything ranging from watersheds and water quality to food waste and everything in between. So as we focus on in the education department, but we also have our community engagement, which includes a lot of our cleanups, like what we're doing right now. So he was a part of a cleanup just now where we're picking up trash from our watersheds. And so that's a major component of keeping our environment clean and making sure that trash doesn't ultimately end up in the ocean. And then lastly, we also have a waste recycling and recovery team. We don't personally process any waste, but what that is we have a hotline that people can call into and ask questions related to waste.
Okay.
Did that go too far?
I think it didn't even record.
Oh no, I can do it again.
For my next question, it would be, do you have any data or statistics about the social problems you're trying to solve? Any specific?
Yeah, I do have numbers. I don't know a lot of them off the top of my head, but in 2024, we reached about 30,000 students through our educational programs. And so for that, it's a really valuable resource for kids to start getting some exposure to different environmental issues. So even if it doesn't go into super depth, it's planting a seed for, those kids going later on in their careers. They already have some awareness of social issues and how that's related to our environment.
All right, and what are some of the results of the community helping your cause?
The community helping the cause?
Yeah,
so one of our parts of our mission statement is creating a more environmentally engaged organization or more engaged region. So this is really focused on our community members. We want to make sure that we give access for community members to be involved in their environment. So this is a big reason why we have these cleanups, is we can have people come in, get involved in their local environment, and meet some people along the way. So.
All right. And what are some ways that high school students like myself or some of my classmates do to support the cause?
Yeah, so we are so reliant and grateful of our volunteers. So it's absolutely essential to our operations that we have high school students, anyone of any age coming in to help us with our cleanups. We oftentimes have people come in and help us with some office operations like shredding paper, with the little things that just keep our doors open, help us keep running. But they're also doing a really big deal just by listening to our educational presentations. They are the next generation coming up, so you guys learning in our classrooms does a lot for our environment in years to come.
Yeah, I remember when I was in elementary, they even taught us about this. That's how I remembered to go here.
That makes me so happy to hear that. We love hearing those stories because it kind of shows us that it did have an impact in the end. So.
Yeah, we did a whole beach cleanup one time.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yes, I love that.
Cool.
So happy for that you knew us through that. So that's really good testimonial for us to know too. So thank you for sharing that.
And for my next question would be, can you share me a story that you remember from working with this association?
Yeah, we have a lot of good times at this organization. It's very, very rewarding to get to work with our community and with a lot of other very driven people. So I love my coworkers, and everyone is truly living the mission. So we have a lot of great events together, but I would say for a specific example, my role is mostly focused on education. So I go into schools constantly. I'm always talking to a lot of different students. And one of our educational presentations involves watching a video about this place called the Midway Atoll. It has a lot of albatross birds on there, which are very large birds, and they oftentimes mistake plastic for their food. And so there's kind of a jarring video that we have and we show, because it is reality, of the plastic taken out out of an albatross's stomach. So I showed a student that video. He was very, very shocked, and he basically committed to recycling for the rest of his life, so that way no more plastic bottles or plastic bottle lids end up in an albatross's stomach. So that was a big moment for me.
Yeah, and then for my last question would be, what would you like me to share with my colleagues about your cause and association?
Yeah, the biggest thing I'd love for everyone to take away is that your individual action absolutely matters. Like, we can't do this without our volunteers and about everybody who comes in. We have so many different ways to plug in with the organization, and you actually do make an impact. We've already collected over 100 pounds of trash today. That trash could have ended up in somebody's, an animal's stomach. That could be polluting our oceans. So what you do matters. There's a lot of ways for you to help, and you absolutely have the power to do good in the world, and you can't do all of the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. So
yeah, I love that.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your questions.